Good morning, SKN. I'm Andre Cunningham.
And I'm Cortensia Carty. And Andre, did you know that in Ghana there is a tree that grows eggs?
Tree that grows eggs?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised.
I researched it so much yesterday that some persons were saying it was fake, and then some others were saying it wasn't fake. It's true.
A tree that grows eggs?
Yeah, that actually have seeds in it. It's like the tree is an eggplant. It's a white eggplant, but when you crack it on the tree, it actually breaks and fries like an egg. I definitely will show you it right after our. So in this case, the egg really does come before the chicken. How about that? How about that one?
Egg comes
For the chicken. Yeah, in this case.
But the chicken has to lay the egg.
But the fact that that egg grew on a tree, that means that egg came before the actual chicken, because that one does not produce a chicken. Does not produce a chicken. Yeah.
I still believe that the chicken comes before the egg, though.
In theory, myself believe the exact same thing, because we have to have the chicken to lay the egg to get the next chicken, right?
There you go.
But in this case, eggs come before the chicken.
Well, I'm eager to see that tree in Ghana that actually grows egg.
So egg.
What else?
Eggplant tree.
What else is it that we're going to see out there in this world?
Or what else has been hiding from us? Well, we hope too much has not been hiding from you folks on this wonderful Wednesday morning. There, as we said. So we hope we can do our best today to get you over the hump as we begin this morning with local news after that excellent discussion. And this comes from SKNIS. The Department of Agriculture, St. Kitts, welcome its new veterinarian, Dr. Kofi Sylvester, on Wednesday, the 24th May, 2023. Dr. Sylvester immediately assumed the role of a veterinary officer in the Veterinary Services Unit. He was born on the island of Tobago, the sister isle of the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. The second of two children, Dr. Sylvester's love for agriculture began in his early years while spending time with his father, who worked as an agriculture foreman at the island's farm school. His love for medicine was nurtured as he pursued secondary level education at Bishop's High School, Tobago, where he focused on sciences. He attained his doctorate in veterinary medicine from the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine, where his research topic, farm animal production, became his passion. His professional interest includes animal behavior and welfare and theriogenology, which focuses on animal reproduction. Dr. Sylvester was led on an introductory tour of the department by the department's director, Janelle Kelly. During the brief meet and greet with the staff, he expressed that his love and passion for farm animal production will be the driving force as he endeavors to work with the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis towards achieving greater food security and increase production. So welcome to Dr. Sylvester.
Congrats to him.
Yes, and may he do his best to enhance our food production here in the Federation.
Indeed, indeed. And still on the local scene, this one comes to us from the SKNIS. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the OECS, will observe its 42nd anniversary on June 18, 2023, under the theme Vision, Integration, Sustainability, Progress. In commemoration of this milestone, the OECS Commission will celebrate with a calendar of activities throughout the month of June. The 42nd anniversary celebrations will highlight the achievements, progress, and aspirations of the OECS and will also recognize the commitment and dedication of its 11 member states, as well as its partners and stakeholders. The calendar of activities is aimed at ensuring that every OECS citizen has the opportunity to get involved. The highlight of the month of celebration is the hosting of the 73rd meeting of the OECS Authority in St. Kitts and Nevis from June 18th to 19th, 2023. Other notable activities in the Twin Island Federation includes the OECS in the Classroom School Tour from June 13th to 16th and the OECS Fun Walk on June 17th.
Nice. Celebrating 42 years of togetherness. That's good.
I love the OECS.
Indeed. As we continue now, our Story comes from Win Media SKN. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis will roll out the second phase of its graduate finance project with the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis as of June 1st, 2023. Students with existing loans from the Development Bank can benefit from the Graduate Finance Project, which offers reduced loan interest, Dr. Drew informed. He said in court, "The other thing we have done is that the existing loans, we are going to take them down from 9% to 5% on the 1st of June. We want to encourage the students who have loans in the Development Bank to visit the Development Bank to benefit from this program. It means, therefore, that somebody can have a loan payment of, let's say, $1,200 or $1,500 per month, and that, because of the 9% to 5%, can bring you way down. From the calculations, you will save hundreds of dollars," end quote. The government aims to remove barriers to higher education and ensure the people of St. Kitts and Nevis succeed, explained Dr. Drew. The Graduate Finance Project is geared towards the advancement of the citizenry. Dr. Drew continued, in quote, "We want to remove barriers to achieve higher level education. If we look at Europe and we look at the United States and China and so forth, they are seeking to give their people more opportunities to advance their education. We are a small country. How can we not seek to do the same for our people?" End quote. I like his thinking. I like the way forward. So students, as of tomorrow, June 1st, line up in front of the bank. If I was you, I would have been there since 5 o'clock in the morning to get in first so that my loan payments can go down. 4% is a lot.
4% is definitely welcome, especially at this particular time.
Oh man, with everything on the rise, go get your reduction, students.
And here's what's happening in our local weather report. It is currently 84 degrees on the outside. Later on, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 86 and a low of 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a look at your weather forecast for today. Stay with us. Regional and international news are next.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and you're just in time for regional news. This one comes to us from the Antigua newsroom. Upon assuming office, the Governor General took an oath to preserve the Constitution of Antigua and Barbuda and the law, and conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of his ability discharge his duty as and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection or ill will. In the light of the debate concerning his powers to call a commission of inquiry into matters related to the circumstances under which certain African citizens arrived in Antigua, the Governor General instructed his office to secure independent expert legal advice from whether there has a power to call a commission of inquiry in the absence of a request from the cabinet or a duly authorized minister. Accordingly, the Office of the Governor General engaged legal firm EDB, Pitmans LLP, and reputable chamber to instruct London-based senior counsel Gregory Jones, KC, to provide a written legal opinion. In addition, the Governor General also separately instructed senior counsel Alan S. Wood, KC, based in the Caribbean, to provide an opinion on the same question. Acting independently of each other, both KCs came to the same view quite separately, namely that it would not be lawful under the Constitution of Antigua and Barbuda for the Governor General to call a commission of inquiry otherwise than upon the advice of the cabinet or a duly authorized minister. Interesting development.
So he cannot call.
Can't.
But wow.
This one is a sticky one. I'm eager to see how this one's going to play out.
Definitely, because we still have those folks here that are being helped by the United Nations and all locals here that are giving them their time throughout the day. So yeah, I'm looking interesting development, as you would have said, and I would like to see how this play out, because I thought the Governor General holds the utmost power.
Exactly, and if he can't, then I guess they'll have to wait until the UN intervenes.
Who knows? Let's wait and see
Interesting days ahead.
What will happen. On the international scene, our news comes from the BBC. Officials believe 2 people are possibly still alive in the rubble of a building in Davenport, Iowa, nearly 48 hours after it partially collapsed. 5 people remain unaccounted for from the collapse, the city mayor said, with no deaths so far reported. On Monday, a 52-year-old woman was rescued from the 6-story building after hiding under a sofa, her family told NBC News. 9 people have been rescued since Sunday's incident, according to NBC. Local officials believe the building is at risk of collapsing entirely and are looking at ways to bring the rest of it down safely to prevent any more injuries. Davenport Fire Marshal Jim Morris said at a news conference on Tuesday, and quote, "You can't turn up to a pile of rocks and start pulling things off. There are a lot of things we have to factor," end quote. 7 were rescued from multiple floors immediately after its collapse on Sunday, while 12 were able to walk out of the building on their own. The city's fire chief, Michael Carlston, has said, "Well, I'm happy to hear that. And for those 5 unaccounted individuals, I hope they're found alive and well. And soon our hearts go out to those persons who would have had to endure the collapsing of the building. Grateful that there were no tragedies, Andre. None at all. Good news. Indeed. Well, folks, there you have it for local, regional, international news. We have so much in store for you this morning here on Hump Day, right here at Good Morning SKN. So go and tell your friends to turn on their televisions, their devices, whatever they're using, their cell phone. Tell your bosses to turn on the TV in the office. We can make your day more uplifting. See you after this.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar. Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. International Day of Action for Women's Health is observed every year on May 28th. On this day, activists, organizations, and communities raise awareness of the critical, interesting issues that threaten sexual and reproductive health and rights and justice of women. The aforementioned bodies also hold governments and global institutions accountable and demand actions towards SRHR. There have been hard-fought gains in health and SRHR won by social movements worldwide. In studio this morning to tell us more about the meaning of this day and how it was celebrated here in our federation is clinical instructor Miss Mary Keynes. Miss Mary Keynes, good morning and welcome to GMSKN.
Welcome back.
Good morning.
So let's dive right into the discussion. How long have you been working in the field as a clinical instructor?
For the past 6 years.
6 years?
Okay. So you're fresh in the field.
And how is it going so far?
Good.
Awesome.
All right. So we are here to talk about women's health. What is this year's theme, and how seriously is this issue taken here in the Federation?
Okay, for the women's health, it's a global action in order to ramp up the services in terms of accessing for care for women. More or less feminizing poverty and providing government with accountability and prioritizing health services provided for women.
Okay.
For this year, it was celebrated, and this main focus for this year was in order to help to increase the awareness in terms of a call for action upon the government side, and for us as women in the Federation, women organizations within the Federation.
Okay.
And nurse, what are some of the important health issues that most women should be aware of?
All right. One, women and HIV and AIDS.
Okay.
That's still a topic that's out there, and it do affect us. We, Federation, recently in 2017 was certified as one of the Caribbean nations to eliminate mother-to-child transmission of HIV, syphilis, and now coming on stream would be hepatitis B.
Okay.
And these are viruses that can be passed from mother to child. So we were one of the 6 countries in 2017 to be certified.
Nice.
And we
Congrats.
have maintained our accreditation since. In that, we monitor our mothers during pregnancy, ensure they are tested, screened for HIV, hepatitis B, syphilis, and once positive, we treat the mom while pregnant, preventing the infant from developing any of those viruses at birth. And we continue the monitoring of the children after birth.
Okay.
And that's one major step within the Federation, and we are proud of. Also, recently, we've been certified, the hospital, the main hospital, Joseph and France General Hospital, has been certified as a baby-friendly hospital. So we have been pushing towards having our babies exclusively breastfed for the first 6 months. And we know breast milk is vital to our infants and their development. Helps with decreasing the rates of NCDs. It also helps, the intellect is very sharp for breastfed babies, right? So we have been promoting breastfeeding. The only challenge that comes is when moms go back to work. They go back to work at 3 months, given the time span for maternity leave. So then they are separated from their infants, but we always encourage mothers before they leave the hospital. We teach them about expressing the milk and having the milk saved for the infant when they're in their care, and then they continue breastfeeding when they return home.
Is there anything in place to maybe, let me put it this way, move the return to work to 6 months instead of 3, since it concerns a woman's health and also the health of a baby?
Not as yet. We would love it to be moved to the 6 months, but what we also have been doing is encouraging the workplace to provide a safe environment for mothers to express milk during their break times. One initiative that took place years back was the building of the industrial site preschool. So factory workers can just walk across, breastfeed their infants, and return back to work.
Okay, that's a great initiative. What about those moms, before we continue, that cannot express breast milk and it's difficult for them?
For mothers, not all mothers are given the privilege of having to breastfeed. For instance, mothers who are positive for HIV we have not been promoting breastfeeding. So we have been providing the service from social service to provide formula feeds for those. And those are based on medical recommendation by a pediatrician, so they would have formula feeds. So we provide that service for mothers who cannot breastfeed.
Okay.
And that's so fascinating. Can you imagine mother being tested positive for HIV, and yet when the baby is born, due to steps taken, the baby can be born without the virus? That is awesome.
Yes.
That is. And speaking of International Women's Health Day, what were some of the activities? Are you aware of any activities held in the Federation to commemorate the day? Did they celebrate the day here in the Federation, or nothing was held? Okay, but I'm sure in the near future they will.
Okay.
In recent showing of the documentary Below the Belt by Lake Health and Wellness, it came to the fore that certain health conditions pertaining to women are not taught in schools. Education and proper information is the key to success. What is being done to advocate for such measures to be introduced into the education system in our federation?
Okay, I have been in touch with Lake Health and Wellness. I've spoken to Abby, and she has started a new program teaching young girls within our federation about menstrual health. Letting them know about the myths and the truths about mental health, or the facts. And she has that program should be able to help our young girls going forward. Because many have that misconception when it comes to their menses. They're not comfortable in the public because as boys, girls, we tease each other, especially when we have that clue that something is happening. And also for our young girls, when it comes to their menses, we see it as, oh, you should be having pain, you should be having discomfort. But there are underlying conditions which create such discomfort. And the girls cannot attend school. They are afraid to do things. So it becomes more of a psychological issue on their part also. So this initiative in teaching our young girls about their menstrual health is a plus.
Certainly it is.
Okay, that's good, because even at that screening, it came to fore that a lot of people were not familiar, or they said they weren't taught about endometriosis in school, and that's something that we suffer with, and we start from early age. As you would have said, some girls missing school, maybe that could be one of the issues. So I think it's very important that we really advocate for women's health here in the Federation and ensure that these things are taught to the young ones.
Of course.
So let's talk about contraception and the elephant in the room, abortion. Is it legal in our federation, if I may ask?
There's some aspect of it that's legal.
Okay.
That's where it's medical reasons for determination of the pregnancy.
Okay.
And the doctors would educate the women about those choices. For instance, if you do an ultrasound during pregnancy and there are malformations, which more at birth can place as a challenge for that infant and also the mother, then the doctor can choose. The mother chooses. It's her choice. It's not the doctor's choice. It's her choice as a woman to say whether she will continue pregnancy or not. But he would provide, the doctor, he or she, will provide enough information in order to help her to make that choice. So it's not where anybody else chooses for her, she chooses for herself.
Okay. Because in some countries, we see the US, in some states, you can't do that anymore. It's criminalized. In Hungary, it's the same. In Poland, it's the same. I was surprised to see that Japan and Thailand and Spain has made considerable strides to ensure that women's reproductive health is better.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And speaking of abortion, nurse, what about those females in particular who would have become pregnant, let's say through incest or rape? And because persons still out there believe that abortion should not be legalized. But you have women out there should have the say if they want to bring that child into the world, because some women are in fact raped, and their brother or uncle or some family member through incest might get them impregnated, and I think they should have the say whether or not they want to bring that child into the world. And so persons should look on the brighter side of when it comes on to abortion. That's my personal
true. And
belief.
I agree, it is the female's choice to choose her way. But our laws, they make provisions for those cases, those special cases.
Right.
So we see in the documentary that was provided that the first call of action for the multi-year campaign on preventing maternal mortality and morbidity. How important is it for women to have access to information that was once hidden from them concerning these two issues that I just mentioned?
It is very important because we need to understand when it comes to our own body, what conditions, how do we treat what conditions. For example, we have an increase in terms of hypertension, diabetes, and it's more prevalent in women, right? And having that information, knowing what the statistics are, not just having where it's, everybody in the family has it. Having the information as how to treat it, how do you maintain a healthy life after being diagnosed, and that information is being shared with the public and women through counselors, through dietitians, right? At the nutrition office, for example, if a patient is at the hospital newly diagnosed, they are referred to the nutritionist, the dietitian comes have that conversation, or the nutrition officer have that conversation in terms of diet and control. But not all instances can be where it's treated through medication, but some can just be through diet, exercise.
All right, well, I see we're up on a break, so we'll take a short break and we'll be right back to continue this conversation.
An exotic experience.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN as we continue this engaging discussion with Ms. Keynes. During the break, I was asking you about the care that we have for women here in St. Kitts, because you mentioned the various diseases, and not all women can afford to go and pay for a counselor because not all of us are in the same standing in life. What is in place for, I know as Caribbean women, we say we're strong. We normally see these things in the bigger countries like Europe and the US, where we hear about postpartum depression, but here we don't hear about it, but we know there are women that suffer from it. So what is in place here in St. Kitts to help these women? And if there are women that suffer, why are they afraid to come out and say that they are?
Okay. In regards to postpartum depression, we know this happens after what we call baby blues. Okay. And some mothers might show symptoms while on the maternity ward, and we intervene. We ask the psychologist to come and have a conversation with that woman, find out exactly what's happening, and the counseling continues even after discharge from the hospital.
Okay, let me ask one question before you continue. What are some of the symptoms?
For postpartum blues, the mom will she'll start to withdraw. Wow. Withdrawal from the baby, and more or less goes into a shell. Wow. So we always monitor them, encouraging breastfeeding. The mother will be reluctant. Wow. Reluctant to interact with the infant, reluctant to, more or less, they're in a depressed state. And once you start to see that coming on, then, we have to intervene. One, the mother's health. Two, the infant. So we assist her. So we provide that service in terms of having the psychologist come and speak with her and see how best we can bring her back to the state where she is ready to take care of her infant. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it takes a few more days in the hospital, but the infant and the mother is cared for. On discharge, they are given a referral to see the psychologist, and counseling continues. If it happens where it's in the district, the district officers, community nurses, once they pick up on those cues, then they'll have the mother referred to the psychologist also to continue that service, to provide that service in order to help them.
And why they're not coming forward for those that may struggle and are not able to go and pay their own counselor? Why do you think they're not?
One thing when it comes to health, and it's a burning topic within health, confidentiality. Many persons are fear of the stigma and discrimination they might face in society, and also which might come off from the healthcare providers also. We have been training our healthcare providers in terms of dealing with stigma and discrimination for vulnerable communities. Yes. Right, so the training has been going on in order to help us as healthcare providers to provide that safe service for our community members.
Okay, and for persons who may be suffering from postpartum depression and are looking at this program at the moment and they just listen to all that you said, could you direct them as to where they can go exactly to get the help that they need for their postpartum?
The health centers within your community, you can have a conversation with the nurses there. And then there is a counseling center, which Michelle Blake, she's one of the counselors at that department. They have a varied amount of counselors there. Have that conversation with them.
Okay, good stuff.
And Nurse Keynes, what is infant morbidity? And what are some of the morbidities that continues to affect our newborn babes in St. Kitts and Nevis?
When it comes to morbidity, we have crossed off, we have eliminated HIV, syphilis, congenital syphilis, and also hepatitis B, right? And some of the others we have seen are, jaundice.
Jaundice, right.
Neonatal jaundice, where the infant skin, eyes are yellow. shortly after birth.
Okay.
And once we recognize that, we intervene with sunlight, which is natural sunlight that helps, or we use the LED, the fluorescent light, in order to help to bring back down. What actually happens during when a child is jaundiced is where the red blood cells are not broken down. So the baby has it too much, so the bilirubin inside the system builds up and gives the skin that yellow color. So once that starts to decrease, we increase fluid intake for that infant and also provide that extra lighting for the infant. And it helps to decrease it. When moms are discharged and we've realized that there's a tinge, we advise them, take the baby out in the sun. Have that afternoon walk with the baby in the sun, morning walk in the sun. And it helps. And they continue the care with the community nurses.
Okay. So there's somebody to check to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do?
Yes.
Okay. What about the mortality rate? That's the sad part. You know, we don't like to talk about that, but what is our mortality rate here in St. Kitts?
For infants, we have been struggling. One of the main challenge, it's not that the rates are high, but measured against the other countries, and our population is very small. It's normally measured based on a population of 100,000. We do not have that amount, so our rates would always be more. At current, I think from the last stats that I read was about 14%.
Oh wow, that's still a bit high.
Yes, but then if we look at it based on our population, it can be lower. But because they rate it at 100,000, it's large. But we've been trying to get it down.
So what measures is the Department of Health taking, would you say, or have you seen any growth and strides in terms of more emphasis, more resources being placed on women's health here in the Federation?
There has been some strides, yes.
Okay.
One, the breastfeeding initiative.
Okay.
The elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV, syphilis, and hepatitis B.
Okay.
We have also seen strides in terms of, in regards to NCDs, because the ministry have increased their efforts in terms of reducing the burden of NCDs through SKN Moves initiative. Right? So we have been doing our work.
Okay.
Awesome. And my final question for you, Nurse Gaines, is how important it is for pregnant and lactating mothers to attend pre- and postnatal clinics?
Oh, thank you so much for asking. That would have been my wrap-up statement.
Okay.
All right. It is critical because you want to ensure that at the end of your pregnancy, you have a healthy baby. You are healthy also. So the services are available. Antenatal care, it's free at the health centers. You get your treatment, your vitamins, you get your lab works done, and you'll also have nurses who will give you counseling in terms, prepare you for breastfeeding, preparing for labor and delivery, and prepare you for after. So the services are there and they are free.
You heard that there.
They are free.
Free, 99, free.
Awesome.
And we want mothers to access the services, right? Now, the percentage of mothers who do access antenatal care is, say, about 98%.
Oh, good.
But that 2%, it can be critical because once you don't access any kind of antenatal care, when you do arrive at the hospital at the end of your pregnancy, you are HIV positive or positive for syphilis, then it means that there's a risk of the infant developing those diseases. So we try to prevent that from happening. And also during pregnancy, there are other conditions that can affect the mothers. High blood pressure. They can develop gestational diabetes. From high blood pressure, they can develop a condition we call eclampsia, where the mothers can have seizures. So we try to monitor our mothers. So that's why it's critical for them to access the services that we provide. attending your private, we're not saying do not go to your private doctor,
Right.
but you can also go to the health centers and get that one-on-one care that can help you throughout your pregnancy.
For the impoverished mother that cannot go to the doctor, the health center is her destination.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just making sure that they know that.
Yes.
Because they may say, I can't go to a doctor, I can't afford to see a doctor every month, but you can go to the health center. So it is up to us women to take ownership of our health while we still hold the governments and other organizations accountable to help us to get where we need
And
to.
don't forget, there's no excuse. It is free. ladies.
Very free. You
So
heard it
free.
from the nurse.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, Nurse Gaines, we want to certainly thank you for coming in
Yes.
and share with us your expertise, and we look forward to hearing from you in the near future.
Yes.
And thank you very much for having me.
Our pleasure.
And there you have it. Got much more when we return on GMSKN.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
Good morning, SKN and Studio 327. This is Tao Batiste, one of your biggest fans. Just you're doing a lot of things well. Keep on that trajectory. Greatness, greatness, greatness.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. When it comes to skincare or hair care, most of the products are marketed towards women. That is so true. From shampoos to treatment to serum and so much more, the male counterpart is often regulated to an afterthought. That also is true. However, Savion Govaya, the owner of Liquid Gold, is changing the game with his beard oil. Savion joins us today to tell us about his business and this all-natural product. So Savion, I had a little joke before you came in the studio. Welcome, by the way.
Pleasure to be here.
Our pleasure having you. Is it 14 karat gold, 10 karat gold, 12 karat gold, 24 karat gold? What's in there?
I like to say 24 karat.
Oh,
24 karat, top of the line. Can't make it too much carats because I want to keep it accessible to the general public.
Okay.
But it's a good amount of carats in the gold.
Okay. Good stuff. All right.
So, Savian, your perspective, give us your perspective on self-care from a male's point of view.
Well, self-care from a male's point of view, it's usually pretty non-existent. You know, I'm someone who I usually do like, you know, take care of myself when it comes to like washing my face, my hair, my beard. Thank you. Thank you, the beard, you know, the beard's glistening. And so I really was trying to like find a way to like maybe break into the market.
Yes.
This really did come about on accident, to be quite honest with you, because at first I was just like a general graphic designer, and then I created the label. I was just like doing some like creative exercise, you could say. I wanted to create a random label for a business, and I decided on beard oil because of my beard, and the label looked pretty good. So I was like, you know, I can't really put this to waste. So, you know, I got my mom used to make candles. She was a 70 cents. I'm not too sure if anyone's ever heard of a 70 cents. And yes, I just kind of took her inspiration, saw how she was making her products, put that into the beard oil, mixed the oils together, the branding, the bottling, and now Liquid Gold's been going pretty good since the beginning of this year.
Oh, so you just started this year?
Yeah, just this year.
Oh, okay.
Just this year. Just been building up the Instagram page, trying to get the name out there.
Okay.
Firstly.
Were there not other beard oils that were available to you?
Not down here, no. Wow. Unless you want to bring them in from like, you know, purchase them on Amazon and bring them in. They're usually like $15,
okay.
$16.
Okay.
Pretty costly stuff.
Wow.
So they make it easier.
So the name Liquid Gold, what was the inspiration behind the name Liquid Gold? What was the inspiration? How did you come about giving it that name?
It's good as gold.
Yeah. Easy, simple. It is good as
it's
gold.
It's good as gold. Yeah, that's really like when I was working on the branding of the company, I really did want to like have that like a catchy name that sticks. And, you know, Liquid Gold, I couldn't call it like snake oil because snake oil, you know, that has like the connotation that it doesn't work. It's kind of fake. And even like when I was thinking of like potential commercials and stuff, I was even like had the concept of having the welder, I don't know if that's what you call it. They pour the molten gold into like the bottle.
Yeah. Okay.
And like, you know, for the commercial, for the bottle, screw it on, and Liquid Gold right there. See the steam come out the bottle and everything.
See the creativity.
Okay. And I see you have a nice tagline here that says "Tame the beard."
Tame the beard, because you know some beards could be very unruly at times. Your beard is very well kept, very well kept. So I gotta give you that as well. You don't gotta tame that beard.
You heard it from the expert.
The beard looking nice and proper. You know, some people with their beards, the whole thing with the beard is it could be like a good amount of stray hairs too, and that's what I like about the blend of oils that I use. It kind of helps to like smooth and the beard, give it a nice proper look. And it doesn't smell too much either because you might have on perfume and you don't want to clash with your cologne. That kind of stuff you gotta take into consideration.
So is it only beard oil that you have in your product line, or there's so much more?
It's just the oil right now.
Okay.
But the beard oil, it is good for both beard and hair. It's good for both.
Okay.
But that is the only product I'm thinking about bringing in. Combs, brushes, all that good stuff is just to see, whether the general public would be interested to really bring in all the extra accessories. Sell the oil first,
okay,
and then people is marking for it.
From that, okay.
Bringing the extra products.
So what about launching a shop to take care of the beard? Is that something that you have already?
A Liquid Gold sponsored barbershop.
Yes, or your own shop to start it from there.
I could definitely. I mean, if I don't want to get the combs and the brushes before the general interest, let me not get into the brick and mortar.
Okay.
The brick and mortar stores just yet.
Okay.
But that's definitely going to be up and coming. I do want to partner with some barbershops and maybe get the oil in there too, because there's a good amount of them that already reached out saying that they'll be interested in just having it there lined up for their customers. So if any barbershop, that camera right there, any barbershops interested in Liquid Gold, definitely reach out. Instagram, Liquid Gold SKN, DM. We could definitely work with you.
Okay, nice. I like that.
So, Safian, you shared earlier that persons would have imported oils from overseas, but we don't really have a locally made here in St. Kitts. But what sets your oil apart from others?
Well, other than just the Kittian Pride, I would have to say just the all natural ingredients.
Okay.
The all natural ingredients such as jojoba oil, which is the closest thing to the sebum, if that's how you pronounce it. My apologies.
You see,
that the face, thank you.
Yeah.
That your face naturally produces.
Yeah.
We have that oil in there. We have the sweet almond oil, which is good for like moisturizing the skin under the beard itself, and the coconut oil to add a little extra shine. The castor oil too helps with the shine and softens. Because you don't want you're with your girl and she feels your beard and it feels like a bristle brush, like you're rubbing on. That kind of,
I like that.
it could get really bad.
Yeah,
It could get really bad. You gotta make sure the beard's nice and soft when you're rubbing your fingers. Like I know when we started the conversation, we were saying like, there's not really a lot of products for men out there, but this product is also for women too.
Oh, okay.
In the sense that men, you gotta use it.
Yeah, so the woman will love the beard some more. How about that? Sometimes you be like, get rid of that beard. It's too much. It's scratchy.
Exactly. So that's the thing. A lot of people, when they get the beard, when they they don't want to like grow out the beard because it gets itchy and they don't want to take care of it and maintain of it.
Yeah,
that's true.
It just really does come down to the maintenance. If God gives you a gift, you can't just waste it. You gotta let the beard grow out. You gotta take care of it. You gotta grow the tree.
So I'm gonna go to you now. How long have you been growing your beard? And what are some of the challenges you have experienced while growing that beard that looks so nice now?
I've been growing my beard since I was like 13.
Okay.
I was the kid in school with the beard already.
Oh, okay.
With the beard already like fully formed.
Okay.
But when it comes to actually taking care of it, I usually just shaved it down really low.
Okay.
Until I decided to like really get into my lumberjack, my Viking era, and just really grow it out super long. Like I went to college in Pennsylvania at a young age, and my beard, I just kind of let it grow.
Okay.
Super long. I wanted to like blend in with all the guys up there. Pennsylvania's cold. They have their long beards. I wanted to be like them too. But then once I was really going through the whole growing process, like when your beard really just starts to grow, it gets really itchy. I don't know if you could attest to that.
Trust me. When I started, a month ago, you knew I had a huge beard on this set. And look at it. It's hard to keep, hard to maintain. I should have introduced to his products.
I got samples.
You see now he's saying that he has samples, so you can try it. And
definitely,
you can be the poster.
Yeah,
child.
definitely. Beard itch is the worst. Like, you will have sleepless nights if you have like an itchy beard. You'll just wake up, go for the nearest oil in your cabinet, just scratch.
So
it's
what
horrible.
causes the itching? Since we're on that topic.
This is general growth. Just a general growth.
Yep. But I think as it grows, it intertwines with other ears, so it knots. Personally. So sometimes when I'm trying to comb it, it knots. Like the hair on the head, it tends to knot. What?
It's really painful.
It is.
Wow.
Really painful.
Well, folks,
Liquid Gold is here to save the day.
Liquid Gold is definitely here to save the day, and we will talk about this product when we return from this short break with its owners, Javi and Gavaya. Stay tuned.
Good morning.
and Happy New Year. My name is Killeen Gale, your newly crowned Miss National Carnival Super Queen. Be sure to tune in to Good Morning SKN from 8 a.m. to 10 at Studio 327.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
My name is Cartel Food, Chairman for Panorama.
Hi, and my name is MJ Byron, co-leader of EBJ Harmonic Steel Orchestra. And we just want to encourage everybody to tune in every morning from 8 to 10 a.m. Don't miss it. Right.
Yo, you know it's me, Mr. H.E. Yo, make sure you tune in to Good Morning SKN Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Studio 327. Yo, trust me, the baddest show in the morning. Make sure you check it out. Wake up. Make sure that you are there from 8 to 10, Monday to Friday. Boom, check it.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and we're speaking with Savion Govaya, the owner of Liquid Gold. So, Savion, where can persons find these products? How can they get in touch with you to get these products?
Well, there's gonna be multiple ways they can do that actually. First would be our Liquid Gold SKN. That's our Instagram page. And that's where we've been taking a majority of orders via DMs, and you can also look at the link in our bio to be taken directly to our WhatsApp to reach out that way as well. We are planning our very first pop-up. I don't know how soon it's going to be. Hopefully sometime within June. I want to, get everything sorted out. I want to, be in the square. We're going to be promoting that like crazy when the time does come. So be sure to follow our page as well. You guys can look into that as well. You want to see the product first before you buy. And that's really the two most stores soon, but let's gotta get the publicity up publicity up first.
Yeah.
And indeed, I mean the package, it's
packaging,
beautiful.
excellent, yeah.
Did you give it a smell?
It's attractive. Trust me, it's literally gold all wrapped.
So take us through the creation process of the all gold.
It really is simple. It's just to get all the oil that I need, which is why each batch does take a good amount of time. Like this batch was just finished like very recently. Like it's only a month ago. I got all these bottles. I got the oil made and everything bottled and ready to go. So it just get all the oils and mix them together in the right blend. You gotta make sure you don't overdo any specific oil. Too much coconut oil.
So you have a mixer that you put everything in the mixer.
Exactly.
Wow, and
exactly.
you spoke to the batch. So does a batch take 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? How long does it take?
Definitely not that long. Like I'm pretty sure at this point I'm just like just a one-man production team when it comes to actually making the product. So it only takes me like maybe 2 days max to like get everything bottled, labeled. Officially, thanks to mom for that. So in the sense, like I said, she got me very well prepped for that. Help with the labels and production.
And Savian, for persons who would have like say oily skin, can this product help their beard as well if they have oily skin?
I have very oily skin,
and it helps.
You probably can't tell because before you know all the powders on my face right now. My face is very dry, very matte, very matte. But it really does help with the oily skin too.
Okay,
it really does help as well,
so
especially because of jojoba. No build-up whatsoever.
Good
customer review. Let's talk about that. What your customers have you? What have they been telling you? What have been the reviews you've been getting concerning your liquid gold?
Concerning, it's really, I've probably sold maybe 50 plus bottles.
What? Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It took a long time, build up the Instagram page and all that. A good amount of the reviews are really people just not really knowing how to use the oil or like where to use it.
Okay.
You know, like I like to say that this isn't like a snake oil. You know, if you can't grow a beard, then the beard oil is not going to just automatically give you a very fully fledged Viking type of beard.
Okay.
So you gotta have the genetics.
Yeah.
Genetics gotta be there already.
Awesome. And Savian, you are showing up persons right now in St. Kitts because one of our viewers actually watching your product right now, and he's commenting and he says, "My skin is usually dry and itchy where my facial hair is. Since I've been using liquid gold, my skin has been moisturized with no flaky skin issues. I highly recommend this product to anyone with a beard." And that customer, his name is Kwan. He's giving you a shout out. So folks, you gotta try it. There's a testament right there. So, and Andre.
Andre, is that you?
The beard looks different. The beard looks different. Looks a little fuller.
So this review says that the customer will be buying again. Very nice oil with great lasting power. Wow, keeps my beard smooth and soft and smelling great for hours.
Yes, and just to tell the people at home as well, I want them to know because a lot of people do have questions about the smell of the beard oil as well. It's not overpowering, like I said before. It has, without trying to give away the secret, the secret mixture of how people can get the same scent. It does have like a hint of tobacco. But it's like, it has a vanilla smell as well.
Yes.
You want the tobacco for like the manly, the husky scent. But then you also have the vanilla for like the little sweetness, the little indulge.
I'm a woman and this is excellent. This actually smells like perfume. Oh, this is good.
You could tell careful thought went into the preparation.
I didn't smell this before. Oh my God, this almost smells like a cat.
You guys didn't even open it yet. You guys smell it through the bottle.
Go ahead, Cordy. Tell me how it is. But Savian, how is it sold? Is it sold individually, or persons can, or you sell them in a package where you could get probably 3 or 6 or a dozen? How do you market it?
Really good question. It really is only individually right now.
Okay.
Individual. I do have big plans for liquid gold. Like I have a lot of expansions that I want to do. Like I see this going. Not just Good Morning St. Kitts, maybe Good Morning Trinidad, Good Morning Jamaica, Good Morning Cuba.
And Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. That's the biggest one.
Of course.
That's the biggest one actually. Radio.
So you said for women, this can be used in our hair?
Yes. All the natural ingredients. It's all natural. It's not just made specifically for the beard. It can really be used wherever you have hair. So if you have locks, with braids, plaits, all that stuff, you could use it for your hair.
So there you go. Can put it in your lock and your beard.
Why you showing me up this morning? You're always doing me this, people.
Y'all, I'm so excited with the scent. I put my mic down. I forgot to take my mic back up.
I had to use both hands.
Indeed, it smelled that good. So let us talk about the maintenance of beards, because we know your oil can help. So let us tell them what other steps they need to take along with liquid gold to maintain their beards.
First things first, don't ever use the liquid gold dry or any beard oil, not even just liquid gold. I recommend that you use it fresh out the shower.
Okay.
Oh,
and
so
even if you want to,
skin.
on damp skin, make sure your beard isn't too wet.
Okay.
But also, make sure it's not true dry before you apply, just to make sure the oil can be properly absorbed into the beard.
So what would happen if we put it on too wet of a beard?
Then the oil might just stick to the water droplets that's on the beard, and it wouldn't be properly. So, and it also might leave like the build-up look when the oil like dries up on the beard itself. It's not a good look. You're gonna be looking. You're gonna be looking pretty dusty, looking pretty. You gotta be sure that the oil is absorbed properly all the way into the beard.
Okay.
But yeah, just make sure the beard is properly wet, and then you rub in the beard oil. You brush it afterwards too.
Okay.
I brush my beard every morning and every night. Every time I take a shower, as soon as I get out,
I can tell it's in order. The hairs look like they're growing in the correct direction.
I used to have patches too. I should have sent you guys a photo of me when I used to have my patches. Before and after. Even before and after photo.
Right.
Wow. And no patches now. Honestly, guys, I'm close, so I'm checking it out and I'm seeing no patches. Everything looks really nice, and the oil, it looks pretty smooth.
We have the proof.
Yeah.
But Savian, just before, time really flies when we're having meaningful discussion.
I know, and fun.
Tell them why they should get this product. Why they should get it.
Because it's good as gold.
Simply as that.
Oh, look. Oh,
that's not me, but that's a good,
I know.
That's one of my homies.
Example.
Nice.
So the customers are pleased. They are pleased.
But Savian, I must tell you, I have to encourage you to get your pop-up shop in now.
Yes.
It's festival time. People are coming in. Keep your ears to the street. See what's going to be set up in Independence Square and try your best. Even if it's a little table like this, get yourself out there.
I know.
You don't know how far it's going to get you. Trust me.
Exactly.
This is the time.
I want to move so fast with everything. I don't even want to just be in the square. I'm thinking about even going up to the peninsula.
Yeah, everywhere. But you have to start.
Everywhere.
You have to start now because people are coming. People are coming for the festival, and you want them to take this back. And you want to.
I already have people who come down, get the oil, and then they go back up.
Okay.
Like one of my friends from church, he came down, he saw the oil, he bought one, and then he had to buy 5 more just to go up because he didn't know when he was gonna come back down here.
And he's been giving rave reviews about.
You might have to send me some photos actually.
Oh,
I might need more photos.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
you definitely
a lot
need
more photos.
What's happening? It was indeed a pleasure chatting with you this morning.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
You're welcome. It's only up from here. These smell great. As you see, I put my bag down and I need to take it back up because they smell that great. So for persons who may be watching one more time, just let them know how they can reach you. You can give them your contact, your social media pages, etc. before we go.
Perfect. Yeah. So my social media for Liquid Gold, it's just Liquid Gold SKN. And you can definitely reach out to us on via DMs. And like I said, the link in bio will take you directly to the WhatsApp. Reach out to us, ask any questions you have. Hopefully we might be doing delivery soon too. So definitely ask any questions and we can see how fast we can get a bottle in your hand. See how good the oil is for yourself.
Yes.
And thank you guys so much for having me. It was definitely a pleasure being here. Very fun. Very fun. Very, very fun.
Well, Savian, we're glad you enjoy and we look forward to more conversations with you. And when you get bigger, come back and see us, okay?
Oh, I will be back after Good Morning America. I will be back.
We're putting that out in the universe.
Yes,
we're going to see him soon on Good Morning America. But hey, he was first on Good Morning
SKN. Indeed.
Stay tuned, guys. Much more when we return.
My name is Cartel Food, Chairman for Panorama.
Hi, and my name is MJ Byron, co-leader of EBJ Harmonic Steel Orchestra. And we just want to encourage everybody to tune in every morning from 8 to 10 a.m. Don't miss it. Right.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom. No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
Good morning and Happy New Year. My name is Killeen Gale, your newly crowned Miss National Carnival Super Queen. Be sure to tune in to Good Morning SKN from 8 a.m. to 10 at Studio 327.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and we are also shouting out to St. Martin. Good morning, St. Martin. We are pleased to welcome one of your very own on today's episode of Good Morning SKN. That person is Miss Jacqueline Lewis. CEO of Embrace Group. Jacqueline is a consummate professional with unique abilities, with years of profound experience in the areas of marketing, business development, and management. Today, she is here to enlighten us on her professional expertise and share with us about Embrace Group. Welcome to Good Morning SKN, Jackie.
Welcome, Jacqueline.
Morning, and thank you so much for having me. It's indeed my pleasure to be here with you all this morning.
And our pleasure having you as well. Your smile is pretty bright. I love the lip shade, by the way.
Indeed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Jacqueline, let's dive right into the discussion. How and why did you get into marketing?
Man, I think marketing chose me. Along my career path, I started initially studying psychology because I wanted to understand how people function, why they do what they do, how they do what they do, what are they thinking. And then throughout my career path, marketing chose me by the different jobs that I was able to experience. And then I recognized I had like a unique skill and a passion for it. I live and breathe marketing. I can walk into an event, a party, and then I'm looking around in terms of the setup and the promotions and the branding. And I'm thinking to myself, what about if you do this or change this and do that? And I wasn't hired to do that, but it's just something that's naturally embedded within my persona that I love and I live for.
Awesome. Well, I can tell Jackie you're about to make our job this morning so easy because my next question was, did marketing choose you or you chose marketing? And you answered already. So perfect. Way to go.
So,
yes, indeed.
Jackie, you said you studied psychology. Do you think that your study in psychology has helped you in your marketing career?
It definitely does. One of the core bases of the services that I provide is market research. And that is in having an understanding of the drivers within individuals, within our target markets. Who wants to drink what products? When are they drinking it? How are they drinking it? Cold or hot? All of those things allow you to not only frame your message to market to those individuals, but it also allows you to develop your creative materials, your branding, so on and so forth. So when it comes to psychology, that is an essential part in embarking upon the market research. And when it comes to the market research, that forms the foundation of marketing in and of itself. So it all ties so perfectly together.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Awesome. And speaking of the group, Embrace Group, for those persons who are watching and are not aware what the acronym is, can you share with us what does the acronym Embrace mean?
Yes, Embrace stands for International Marketing, Business Development and Branding, Research, Advertising, Communications, Event Planning, and Educational Services. So it's a mouthful, but it all ties uniquely together based on the different needs of my customers. So it came about when I was thinking to myself, what can I come up with that encapsulates really all the different areas that I specialize in? And I thought, and then the name came to me and I'm like, let's put all these letters together and it forms Embrace perfectly. So, that was a eureka moment where I was like, yes, Embrace.
I like the colors.
So now that name has stuck. People see me as Miss Embrace sometimes. And people, when they see the company name, it's like, okay, she provides these wide range of services. And if you want someone who can come in, not even to just advise you strategically, but also to assist you with the execution, Jacqueline Lewis is the person to call. So I do have those customers over the years who continuously entrust their services into Embrace. And I am really, really appreciative of that.
Awesome. And Jacqueline, as a marketing specialist, how important it is to be able to speak a second language?
I'd say, Martin, is extremely important because, as you know, we are separated in half Dutch and French.
Yes.
Our northern part of the island is still French. The southern part is Dutch, and overall throughout the island, everybody speaks English.
Yes.
And then due to immigration, we have a lot of people who are now here speaking Spanish, Creole. So oftentimes you have to be able to not only speak in different languages, but you have to translate your marketing and advertising materials, because we are, as St. Martiners, we are now in the minority. The majority of residents here in the island now are individuals who have moved here from different parts of the world.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, we boast over 100 nationalities in between residents and visitors and, individuals who come here to work or to invest. More than 100 nationalities are here on this island that we have to be able to work with and appeal to and attract, especially when it comes to marketing and promoting your products and services.
Yes. Andre just spoke to you about you being multilingual. How important is it not only being multilingual, but to have effective communication and interpersonal skills within your company, not only for yourself, but I'm sure you have employees?
Yes, it is key. We live in a world where everything is now interdependent. So as much as some people like to work alone or live alone or be alone, we don't operate in that type of world anymore. So it is key that you're able to relate to people on different levels, whether it be, because sometimes I do grassroots level events and I have to interact with the boys on the street corner. I'm able to relate to those individuals to in the boardroom and able to relate and present professionally on executive level. So it's very important that you're able not only to relate to people where they are, but also able to speak their language, speak their language in their demeanor. It can be broken English. It could be, the body language, the verbal and nonverbal ways of communicating to individuals. All of that is extremely important in how we market, how we present ourselves, and how we are able to then also represent our clients. Because oftentimes a part of the work that I do is whereby I become fully immersed in my client's organization, in my client's place of business, to the point where people think I'm a full-time employee there, but oftentimes I'm a consultant on some level. So I become so immersed into that business where I'm able to relate to my fellow coworkers, my project teams, my customers, and I call them because they become part of who I am and what I am doing on behalf of that client. So it's very, very extremely important to be successful. And people will tell you I'm one of the most approachable and fun and interactive persons to work with. If you want to have fun on a really rough project, call Jacqueline. But there's also the very tough side of Jacqueline that you don't want to mess with. We get things.
Jacqueline, can I get a bit personal and ask you what sign are you?
I am a Capricorn. Capricorns are known for loyalty, hard work, dedication, but also for that little fun loving side that's able to look good, feel good, smell good, enjoy life.
Of course. And Jacqueline, it has been 14 years ago since you've joined the Embrace Group. Since 2009 rather, what have been some of the highs and lows since you've joined the group?
Well, I actually created Embrace Group. That is my company that I established here in St. Martin. I established that company because I saw the need for professional consultancy where it pertains to strategic planning, marketing, business development, event planning, because I've done projects from your major concerts to corporate retreats to, backyard jams. So I saw the need for that. And in seeing that need, I immediately thought to myself, okay, let's not only establish the company, but also be very specific in the clientele that we select to work with. So the key is I'm not one of those individuals who want to spread myself too thin and then you're not able to deliver properly the quality of work that you want to deliver. I take my time, I analyze my clients, their needs, the ability to execute, and then I work and go in full force to execute as successfully as possible.
Okay, I want to talk about your logo. It looks to me like varying persons sitting around a table. Who came up with that logo?
I had a vision for the logo, and thankfully I had a great graphic designer out of Anguilla, actually, who assisted me in designing that logo. Yes. So our business is very, very international, and I'm able to draw on regional partners for different projects. And I'm also available to assist regionally and internationally with different projects and services.
Okay.
Excellent. And Jacqueline, you made mention that you is a dedicated community leader and organizer. Why the emphasis on youth and women, though?
Well, in St. Martin, I recognize, especially after returning home, because I traveled to the United States to study abroad, and then I returned home, and I saw the need for more development of women, because you come in with a certain zeal and passion for what you're doing. And rather than have that sisterhood embrace and support you, because I came from the United States where I had some amazing, strong, powerful, phenomenal female mentors. And I must give them their appreciation, because it's thanks to them that I am who I am and where I am today. So I come into an environment in St. Martin, and this is home. So I'm looking for my family, I'm looking for my friends, I'm looking, and applying for different jobs. And then oftentimes, because you are that dynamic, outgoing, professional individual, rather than being respected and embraced for that, oftentimes I had, especially women, looking at me as some sort of a threat. Really? There was this sense of envy, and I'm like, where is that coming from? Because not only am I just being me, I'm just trying to survive and live and do the best that I can on behalf of myself, my family, my community. I didn't understand where that was coming from. So it was one day that I went out to promote one of the products and services for one of the companies I worked with at the time. And the owner of the radio station approached me, and he said, listen, Jackie, in you, I see a strong, independent, hardworking woman. And, he initially had that idea that he wanted a program that was called Women in the Community. And then I brought in a key partner who was the former First Lady of the northern side, the French side of the island, Mrs. Josiane Fleming Hartson. I brought her in and I said, I need your assistance. I need your support, because we have some work to do in our community when it comes to development of our women, and development in such a way where we know that we are our sister's keeper.
We are.
In a lot of places, not only in St. Martin, throughout the world, women have been kept down for so long, but we are we are the sources of life.
Sure
so I never understood it in and of itself, and I definitely didn't understand it among women. So I felt the need for us to do more empowerment activities. So then we took his initial idea and then we grew it to women, phenomenal women, because there were so many amazing women in our community. There are so many amazing women doing phenomenal things, and we felt the need to highlight that. And in doing so, you recognize that there was more of a support system. You felt the energy shift to more loving, more kind, more supportive. There's still some work to be done, don't get me wrong, because, people will be people. But I do see that there's like this drive now and this understanding to have a certain level of respect for women, who we are, whether we tall, we short, we fat, we slim, we dark, we light. There needs to be that ongoing love, respect, and support of each other, especially. And that was the drive for creating the radio program.
Fascinating story, fascinating there. And
Jacqueline, you can go on and on, but I'm trying to stop myself in between.
What types of products or programs and services are available from the Embrace Group?
Well, it's mainly consultant services.
Okay.
So we can do everything from creating your business plan, assisting with business proposals, executing your business plan, executing various projects, whether it be from community relations, marketing, advertising, business development, social media management. There's so much event planning and execution. There's so much that we do. But again, we take pride in dedicating ourselves to key clientele who understand the nature of our business, who understand the services we provide, and who, from a financial standpoint, are also able to support and pay when the time comes to pay.
I like how you put that there. Pay when the time comes to pay, because some people think that things come free in life, and they very well know they are not free. So what has been the general feedback after you would have provided this exceptional, I would like to think, service?
One thing that I take pride in is that my customers have been customers for years, and customers who have oftentimes become friends to the point where they would pick up the phone and say, well, Jacqueline, I have this business idea, or this is happening in a company. How should I approach it? And then having that level of direct contact and conversation and just support from myself and from them when I do approach them with different concepts and ideas, that speaks for itself. That ongoing, continuous business partnership. So it becomes more than just a service that I provide. It grows more into a partnership with the businesses that I work along with. And I work along with your public entities, private businesses, as well as political organizations. And those are like lifetime commitments.
Yes, I see that.
Of course, of course. And as we wrapped, Jacqueline, what are your future plans for Embrace?
Yes.
My future plans for Embrace is definitely expand more throughout the Caribbean and throughout the world. I've had the pleasure of working in the United States before, and there's a lot going on there now, but I still do have a branch of Embrace in the United States, so I am able to work there proficiently. But throughout my Caribbean region, I really want to delve more because I do see many opportunities and areas for further business development, for more professional branding, for more marketing and advertising in and of itself, so that there's more cooperation throughout the Caribbean. There's more trade, there's more commerce throughout our Caribbean brothers and sisters. I truly look forward to seeing a more united community throughout our Caribbean region, because oftentimes it's like, oh, St. Kitts is doing that, and St. Martin is doing that, and Antigua is doing that, or Dominica is doing that, Trinidad is doing that. And it's almost as if we're competing a bit too much. But if we were able to collaborate and partner more throughout the Caribbean, we could be such a regional force to contend with against the world.
To reckon it.
That is my vision.
Indeed.
Very well said there, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
But time
How
really
about
flies.
contacts?
Yes.
For those persons who may be watching and wanting to get in contact with you before we wrap it up, because we are out of time, how can we contact you?
You can contact me by email, embracegroup@gmail.com. You can call me at 721-581-7973.
Okay.
I am available and willing to assist and explore partnership opportunities throughout the Caribbean and the world. I have some plans for St. Kitts, so I'll be there soon.
Ooh, looking forward to seeing you in person then.
Indeed.
Indeed.
So am I.
Indeed.
Certainly. Well, there you have it, guys. Miss Jacqueline Lewis, CEO of Embrace Group over there in St. Martin. Stick and stay with us. Much more when we return on GMSKN.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you for having me. I truly appreciate it.
What's good, guys? This is Savion Govayo, owner of Liquid Gold, Instagram Liquid Gold SKN. Make sure you guys tune in every day from 8 to 10 a.m. Studio 327, Good Morning St. Kitts.
No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
What's good, guys? This is Savion Govayo, owner of Liquid Gold, Instagram Liquid Gold SKN. Make sure you guys tune in every day from 8 to 10 a.m. Studio 327, Good Morning St. Kitts.
My name is Cartel Food, Chairman for Panorama.
Hi, and my name is MJ Byron, co-leader of EBJ Harmonic Steel Orchestra. And we just want to encourage everybody to tune in every morning from 8 to 10 a.m. Don't miss it. Right.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Have you heard of Soul Food Kitchen? If not, where have you been? Well, I haven't heard, so I wonder myself, where have I been? So this is an eatery that offers a wide variety of food for your soul. So today we are pleased to be speaking with the woman, the young woman at that, behind this business, Miss Tatiana Leader. Tatiana, good morning and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning.
Happy to have you.
I'm good. Yourself?
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure. So when was this launched? Because I'm not aware of it.
Okay, so we started in 2021. So my mom lost her job due to COVID.
Okay.
And we always used to cook. Like I grew up cooking with my mom, cooking in the kitchen every Sunday, cooking a big meal for everybody. So one day we were just making pizza. And I remember calling over my cousins so they could try it. And they was like, this could sell. They said this could sell. Like this could top Marriott pizza. Like this up there. And it was like, okay. So we started from home in our house. At the time I was going to college.
Okay.
So we used to do it on the weekends.
Okay.
And then I started to work at the bank.
Okay.
And then after that, I realized, like, I remember telling my mom, like, Mommy, like, this is not for me. Like, I prefer for us to just, you know, do our own thing. And she was like, you know, we could do it. So we did it full time. We started out with pocket. Like, we didn't start with no loan or nothing. We just went straight in it. So it was... we moved from home to our own restaurant in town. So that was a huge step. And we always had a clientele. And I feel like one of the biggest challenges were like, we live far. Like we live Stapleton, St. Peter's. Like I'd have customers from all the way Sadlers, like who'd come for the pizza. Like they would come all the time, Sandy Point, like they always come in. So then it was just good to know, like, you know, we could be closer to them so that they don't have to always come to us, you know, so we could be in a reasonable location.
Okay, so where in town are you?
We are located on Rosemary Lane.
Okay.
Opposite the barber shop.
Okay.
Downstairs, it have a lawyer building, a lawyer office upstairs. So we're downstairs of that.
I've been there. The pizza is awesome for me.
I am not. No, I'm just making me jealous.
Listen, the pizza is different. You don't have to try it. I've been there.
And he's a chef, so for him to tell you that your pizza is the bomb.com.
It's really good for real.
Wow. No, you make me want to go. And I'm not a pizza lover, and he making me want to go try this pizza just to be in the do too.
And people are always be like, I don't love pizza, but it's just something about soul food. It's just something, it's just different, the dough, everything.
So is soul food only about pizza, or do you sell normal food?
No, we sell normal food as well. We have the best food in town. Don't I didn't tell you.
So give us a rundown on what's on the menu.
Okay, so today on the menu we have salmon lunch, shrimp lunch, chicken lunch, conch lunch, with rice and peas, corn pie, scallop potato, cheesy macaroni, steamed veggies, corn on the cob.
And definitely the pizza.
The pizza,
Tatiana,
every time, around the clock.
Tatiana, I haven't had breakfast. You're making me hungry. My gosh.
Other than coming into the restaurant, do you guys do catering services?
Yes, we do. Wow. So we've catered for Top Off, you know, Top Off brunch.
Never heard of it. Where have I been? I have never heard of that one.
We cater for Top Off brunch, the conch chowder. Everybody loved the conch chowder. We've catered for weddings, parties. We also catered for Naughty Mass, the troop in town. So we cater a wide variety of stuff. You just come to us, give us your menu, have a consultation, and just make sure we have enough time to prep, because we would like to know that things are done correctly, so that we're able to provide quality stuff for our customers.
What, man?
And I'm sure persons are tuning in and watching. Give us the opening hours and contact information.
Okay, so we're open from 12 from Tuesday to Saturday, 12 to 8, right? On Fridays and Saturdays, we open a little later, so 2 hours later, so we open till 10. And we open every other Sunday for lunch as well.
Okay. Your most popular item other than the pizza?
The salmon lunch.
Oh my God.
The salmon lunch, the salmon lunch, the salmon lunch. The salmon lunch is my favorite. The garbage pizza is my favorite as well. Like, that's the best. The meat lovers as well. Everybody go crazy for the meat lovers. But the garbage, I feel like they be sleeping on it a little bit. Like, the garbage, you have to try it.
The name though, garbage. You're just throwing anything on it.
We have everything. So we have beef, bacon, ham, pepperoni, mushroom, olive, sweet peppers, pineapples. So you have everything.
Can your pizza be customized as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can tell us what you want on it and we do it. We're not only limited to what's on our menu, but we're also open to what our customers desire as well.
Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Awesome.
You're young in the game. You said you worked for someone else before. Tell us some of the highs and some of the lows you would have experienced as a young entrepreneur, and would you encourage other young persons to take this path that you would have taken, and it's yielding benefits, because I can see the excitement and I can also hear it in your voice.
Okay, so the highs, I feel like one of the biggest highs was like actually growing my clientele. Like, you know, to know that people actually love what we do, love what we make. That was one of the biggest highs. And one of the other highs would be like, you know, actually coming from a kitchen to our own restaurant.
Right. Nice.
That was the biggest high. We started to do delivery, so we have island-wide delivery.
Nice.
We go anywhere you want us to come, just call us and let us know. The lows. So recently, one of our bikes, our scooters, was down, and so that limited us to delivering. We have 2 delivery guys, so you know, delivery is a bit faster.
Okay.
One of our biggest challenges right now is our oven. So we're working on our oven. We're working to buy a conveyor oven.
Oh, nice.
So the oven basically limited us to 2 sizes. So we only sell small and medium.
Aww.
And it's such a bummer because my customers would always be like, y'all need to get large. Y'all need to get large. And it's like, we want to get large, but
Yes.
the oven just, it wouldn't cater for large. So
Okay.
the oven is big enough to hold at least 6 medium pizza.
Okay.
So imagine if persons order 3 large, right? And we have like 6 medium orders after that. So it would immediately just slow up the flow of the business.
everything will be
And we
backed up.
try to do things on time. We want customers to always feel like, you know, we're working on the order.
No, I definitely have to go check out this business. I definitely have to go and check it out.
And I would definitely encourage young people to start your own. Like all it takes is a step, like just do it. Just do it. It don't have to be the biggest start, because as your business grows, like you grow as well. So you'd be able to grow your business. One of my biggest challenges, I remember in college, like I never really had no free time.
Oh, wow.
And my friends used to always go, like I used to be home, like working, doing my thing, like I can't leave my mother alone. Like I always used to feel bad leaving, because you know, like this is our thing, like this is our family. Like it's not just about me, and it's not just about right now, but it's also like for the bigger picture. Like my nephews to know that their family owns something.
Wow, legacy.
You know, yeah.
Wow.
So
you are wise beyond your years. I cannot believe you're this young and so wise.
I know.
Proud of you, my dear, and I just met you. Wow.
And share with the viewers again, contact. How can they contact?
So our contact number is 665-1142. That used to be my number. I could have never gone away because they're always calling to order, so I had to make that change.
Okay.
We have Instagram, Soul Food Kitchen 869. We're on Facebook as well, Soul Food Kitchen 869. You could just call 665-1142 and you reach Soul Food.
So what's next for the Soul Food Kitchen? Are we looking to expand further? Or?
Yes, we are.
Oh.
Yes, we are. We're looking to expand to get our actual own space, you know, because I feel like everything is so high. Rent is high.
Yeah.
Inflation, so all the products high, you know, so we're trying to also maintain a profit as well, because some days business is slow, and then at month end you still have to pay your rent, so it's just a balance. So we're looking to expand. So soon we'll have our own spot, maybe 2 locations, who knows.
Ooh, big things. Big things are happening. Well, I'm proud of you, and I definitely have to check out Soul Food Kitchen. And oh my gosh, I'm hungry. That's all I can say. And I'm not a pizza lover, but I have to try the pizza. Just seeing it in the picture, it looks, oh my God.
And people don't always say, a fisherman don't say his fish thing, but trust me.
Yes, I know that's it.
You're your own horn.
It's
Trust me,
good.
I've been there, and I could tell you, it's amazing.
What's your favorite part of the pizza? What's different about it?
The crust. There's something about the crust.
Crust, the dough, like.
You're not telling a lie.
It's different.
Well, I can't say anything, Andre. I've never been.
You have to try it.
So you see, I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna tell you.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna get up my niece and my nephew, and we're gonna go and we're gonna work. And
And we also have a pizza combo for kids, a small pizza, and it comes with a drink as well.
Okay, and my niece and nephew like their own individualized pizza,
Yes,
so that
and we treat our customers exceptional. We have a lot of loyal customers, so sometimes I'd be like, "This pizza free today," because you know we can't lose. We give back to our customers as much as we can.
What more do you need from Soulful Kitchen?
What more? Loyalty and all they have that down there. Jeez.
Miss
I like that.
Tatiana Leader.
Yeah.
We wish you nothing but the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we're looking for bigger and better in the near future.
Yes.
Thank you.
And keep up the enthusiasm. And I can only see you going far from here.
Thank you so much. And thanks for having me.
Oh, pleasure. Thanks for coming on.
We'll be right back, folks.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band, and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Farewell.
Oh, welcome back to Good Morning. Listen, time really flies. We're having fun, folks. But it's that time. It's that time, we have to say. So long
farewell to you, my friends.
Goodbye
for now, until we meet again.
Got it.
My voice is under the weather, guys.
So good, so good.
Yeah, it's really under the weather. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today, folks. Tune in daily where you'll find a little bit of everything for everyone. Get your friends and family to watch. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube at Studio327 Inc. and Instagram at Good Morning SKN. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, and share. Also check out our website at studio327inc.com to learn more about GMSKN and Studio 327.
Yes, indeed. And I know we have a avid, dedicated, let me tell you, watcher.
Listen. Miss Karen Warner.
Miss Warner. Oh, we are so grateful for you. We know you tune in every single day. And even if you don't get to tune in at the beginning of the program, we know you will watch us. Also in the US, Jowly. Jowly is always on, and she's always saying, oh, y'all are doing such a great job. And we thank you so much. So to the two of you, especially Karen, yes, especially Karen, thank you so much for watching and sharing. We always read your comments. So for those of you who have not yet left us a comment, please do so. So join Karen and Jowly, leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. And see you tomorrow, Thursday at 8 a.m. when you will wake up bright and early and start your morning with us right here at 8 a.m. at Good Morning SKN. Thank you for watching today. Continue to share, like, and subscribe. And see you in tomorrow. Have a good day until we meet again. Bye.